Rescuers found this abandoned kitten wasting away. Then they realized her face was changing. Earlier this year, when the National Kitten Coalition found this kitten living among a group of stray feral cats, she was scarily thin and showed many signs of malnourishment. However, once the kitten was taken in and had undergone the rehabilitation process, the veterinarian staff noticed something odd. The National Kitten Coalition was founded in 2004 in the United States when Rosemary Crawford and Susan Spalding first met each other and realized they had a passion for taking care of sick, abandoned kittens. It has now grown to be a full-on, non-profit organization that aims to increase the survival rates of rescue kittens around the country. The organization warns that kittens too young to eat on their own or too young for adoption are one of the largest groups of animals euthanized every year in animal shelters across the United States. The coalition has now grown to the capacity that Rosemary Crawford and Susan Spalding cannot provide aid directly to these kittens, so they focus now mostly on educating those further down the line of care. Susan particularly works as an instructor and the director of its National Kitten Program. Her profile on her organization's website explains, after moving to Northern Virginia, she was fostering 200 to 300 kittens annually. Her frustration grew as she realized that even many veterinarians did not have the training or hands-on experience with these tiny babies, and most of the information available was incomplete at best. After seeing the sheer lack of knowledge at these veterinarian clinics and animal shelters around the country, she felt compelled to not only be an instructor, but to begin her own research. Now Susan specializes in newborn orphan kittens and those that need special care. One of the many projects the organization runs to help the population of stray cats around the country is called the Trap, Neuter, Return TNR project. They recently ran this project in Gainesville, Virginia, and there was an increasing number of strays and abandoned cats coming into the shelters, and rather than putting those cats down, they thought try to monitor population size in a different way. Speaking to Scribble, Spalding said that when the Gainesville team had discovered the kitten, she had a large gash on her left side and 2 puncture wounds on her right side. She was also found some way away from the main group of cats. From this, they assumed that some animal had carried her off for some reason and dropped her. The kitten turned out to be only around 3 weeks old, so she was taken into personal care by the research team and was affectionately given the name Gaia. Although the puncture wounds had healed on the surface, some large abscesses underneath seemed to reveal a different story about Gaia. As the care and treatment from the Gainesville team went on, the gash down the kitten's left side healed relatively quickly, but the abscesses on her right took longer. Spalding told Scribble, in the meantime, for some unknown reason, she began losing her hair and had some severe diarrhea due to her upper respiratory infection. The research team, along with Susan, concluded that it was the loss of hair that created the dramatic change in Gaia's face. Spalding soon began calling her an alien kitten, lovingly, of course. The research team was unsure what was causing the hair loss and thought it was the infection that was contributing to it. So Spalding put her on the fading kitten protocol in an attempt to bring her back to health. This regimen aims to reestablish a kitten's immune system. Throughout this protocol treatment of Susan's, the little kitten's immune system became stronger and stronger. Soon enough, she was eating solid food again. After about 2.5 weeks, the fur around her face and belly started to grow back in little patches until it started growing back thick and full. Although all of her hair has now grown back, Gaia will always look a little different from other cats, according to Susan. The little kitten was a half-tail which tapers into corkscrew shape at the end. Secondly, she's polydactyl on her front paws. Most non-polydactyl cats have 5 toes on their front paws and 4 on their back. However, as a polydactyl cat, Gaia has extra toes on her front feet, although there is no cause for alarm, as polydactyly is a rather common condition that is passed down through family genetics. While polydactyly can occur in any cat depending on family lineage, they are more prevalent in certain areas of the world, including in parts of England and the United States. There is also a link between sailors and cats with these traits, as some like to think that polydactyl cats brought them good luck due to their extra thumbs. In the 1930s, famous author Ernest Hemingway was known to be gifted a kitten that was polydactyly by a sea captain. You can even find some of these polydactyly cats who now live at the Ernest Hemingway Home and Museum in Key West, Florida. The genetic mutation is also referred to as a cat having a thumb. Despite their appearance, these cats' thumbs are of course not opposable. This trait was even used as a marketing tool in a UK milk commercial by Cravendale. Luckily for Gaia, the condition is usually not detrimental to her health or even how she goes about her daily life. In fact, in Gaia's case, it just adds to her interesting appearance, along with her corkscrew tail. With these unique traits, the team and Susan are sure that Gaia won't struggle to find someone to adopt and love her forever. She's still in foster care with me, Susan told Scribble, but is almost ready to return to the rescue to start looking for her forever home.